Okay. The Planning and Zoning Commission meeting on May 6, 2020 is now called to order. Can I get a roll call, please?
Yes, Ahrens,
Here.
Fessler,
Here.
Knudsen,
Here.
Taylor, Wilson,
Here.
Wynn,
Here.
and I believe I got everybody, didn't I?
Yeah, I think so. Any corrections to the agenda? No? Okay. Do you have a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
So moved.
Oops, second.
Fessler.
So moved by Fessler and seconded by
Ahrens.
Ahrens. We will now vote on approving the agenda. On those who approve, say aye.
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 So motion carried 7-2-0. Any corrections to the minutes? No. So do we have a motion to approve the minutes from the April 1st, 2020 meeting?
So moved.
Moved by Taylor,
Second by Ahrens.
seconded by Ahrens. We now vote on approving the minutes from the April 1st, 2020 meeting. On those who approve, say aye.
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 Motion carried. Now, agenda item number 5. A public hearing requested by Scanlon Family LLC to approve a land use map amendment from medium density residential to neighborhood commercial for Scanlon Farms South Ridge. I will now open the public hearing on this item. Please come forward to talk.
Is there anything you'd like to contribute?
Susie.
A lot of questions. I guess nobody else say anything. I guess can we?
Fawn, can I start off with the staff report?
You have, okay, I think we need to approve, have a motion
the
to
public.
consider, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I will now close the public hearing. I do have a motion to consider recommending approval of the land use map amendment.
So moved by Ahrens.
Move for Ahrens.
Second by Fessler.
Okay. Discussion, Dave, please.
Sure, the applicant is requesting to change the land use designation on 3.49 acres located east of North Liberty Road, approximately 3,500 feet south of the intersection of North Liberty Road and South Dubuque Street. The change is going to be from medium density residential to neighborhood commercial. I provided some background information on both of those land use designations. The area in question is going to be part of a larger 208 acre development. The commission may recall from last month's meeting, you did review the concept for this development and forwarded that concept on to City Council for their consideration. They supported the commission's recommendation in that case and supported this concept as well at that time. There will be a mix of single family and multifamily residential buildings in this project. There will be a total of 993 units, resulting in an average density of 4.75 units per acre. So they're asking for this small 3.49 acre section of this larger development to be designated as neighborhood commercial. This would be a prelude to a future rezoning request as well as a PUD site plan. We'll be seeing a PUD zoning request as well as a PUD site plan for this development. This is really kind of laying the groundwork for that. Neighborhood commercial areas are intended to service smaller scale retail and commercial uses. These are typically geared towards shopping services, convenience needs, and again, really a draw more for surrounding neighborhoods. as compared to what you might find with regional commercial and larger scale development. Uses in neighborhood commercial areas should be of scale and intensity and should be considered generally compatible with the adjacent and nearby residential areas. So again, the applicant is just requesting that the commission consider this request, and they're asking for a favorable recommendation to change the land use map at this location from medium density residential to neighborhood commercial. I would add, we do have Lauren Hoffman with us on a Zoom. Lauren is with Hall & Hall Engineering. I've been working with Lauren on this project. He's available should you have any questions. And we also have with us in chambers, Scott Kirchhoff, neighboring property owner as well. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Question and comments from members?
I guess I have a comment, Mike Knutson. I was a little surprised there wasn't any commercial in that development when we looked at it last month. So this change I support and does not surprise me at all.
And are the people, the owners of the homes nearby, they're aware of these plans?
All the property owners within 200 feet of the boundary, subject to the change in designation, receive notification of that. Correct.
We did, but I didn't realize we were going to still approve it tonight. We actually talked about it. So we just looked at the last week.
And Mr. Kirchhoff would actually like an opportunity to speak to this, if possible.
Yeah, please.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Please, if you wouldn't mind, just please approaching the laptop, and I can make sure that it's unmuted.
Hi, I'm Scott Kirchhoff. I'm property owner adjacent to the property. And I guess my questions are, I didn't realize this was going to be approved tonight. I thought we first were notified of this last week. I feel like this is kind of getting shoved through without anybody really talking to us about this. I don't know, I guess, the proper, how this is all executed, but I guess with us just first hearing about it last week and I'm in the mail, and then now all of a sudden it's just like there's, I guess, nobody's questioned or anything, the zoning of it. I feel like it's kind of being ramrodded through, to be honest with you. And I personally have a problem with it being commercial since I live close to where this property is, and we were told it was always going to be residential. So I guess that's, I don't know if I have any more say or can do anything more about it, but it sounds like it's just been approved and we really didn't know anything about it. And I'll be honest with you, it rubs us the wrong way.
Thank you.
And if I might add, that's Mr. Kirchhoff, that is precisely the intention of this meeting, is to give neighboring property owners within the vicinity an opportunity to speak, let their opinion be known. And so by no means is this just pushing something through. This is actually exactly the venue where you should be to voice, whether you're in support of something, whether you're against something. So this is also an opportunity for you to ask questions.
Yeah, I mean, I got a ton of questions, but I guess I guess I wasn't prepared to go over that tonight. I thought we were gonna be told what was gonna happen tonight. I didn't realize it was a meeting to just go ahead and push the agenda through.
Yeah, and to also clarify, this isn't a rezoning. This is a request to amend the land use map, which would set the table for future a future rezoning request and a future site plan consideration by both the Planning and Zoning Commission and the City Council. At which point in time, again, property owners will have will have another opportunity to speak to this once the plan has been more thoroughly developed. So this isn't by any means a rezoning request tonight, nor is it the end of this discussion. This is just a discussion on whether or not it would be acceptable to, or whether the Planning and Zoning Commission would support changing the land use map to allow for future applications to rezone the property and to develop the property, or at least this portion of the property.
Hey, David, this is
Anybody else around?
this is Lone Hoffman. I was wondering if I could have just a bit of a chance to speak.
Please do.
Okay, so I did want to point out that, you know, at some point in time, there'll be more detailed plans if this does indeed get approved to amend the land use map to a commercial neighborhood commercial zoning. I do want to let you know that the property owner is very interested in doing the right thing. They do not want to have a C-store with gas, you know, like a gas station here. They truly want it to be a neighborhood commercial that serves, you know, the large residential area that is going to be in the close proximity to this commercial zone. With that too, there'll be, you know, architectural standards that need to be abided by, and, you know, the buildings would be, you know, attractive buildings. But I guess that's a key thing I wanted to point out, is that a lot of times commercial pockets like this at intersections often bring a gas station, and that is not the intent here.
Is the intent also to drop any sort of entrance onto the future for Evergreen Road and not North Liberty Road?
Correct, I believe, and that'll get it sorted out, but I'm confident that there will not be an entrance on the North Liberty Road into that potential
Commercial area.
Commercial. It would be off of for Evergreen Road, or even off of a street towards the east of this neighborhood commercial.
Now, due to the alignment and roundabout proposed at North Liberty Road and for Evergreen Road, another access or curb cut would be essentially not possible.
Yep.
On a stylistic level, it sounds like the aim here is something like the Peninsula neighborhood and the commercial type stuff that's in there that serves the neighborhood. I don't know if that's off base.
Yeah, Commissioner Wilson, unfortunately, I'm not as familiar with those developments quite yet, but I will be sure to visit.
It has a restaurant and a coffee shop, and
Yeah.
I think a exercise facility too, and in that neighborhood, which is, you know, to me would be very consistent with commercial use in this area.
Those particular uses would be very consistent with a neighborhood commercial designation.
Okay.
Yep. And the intent is to have, you know, some service type commercial that, you know, would serve this immediate neighborhood, walkable, you know, something you could walk to.
Sure.
Is this area covered by any overlays? Like Oakdale has the overlay that restricts hours of use for commercial?
You know, Commissioner, I'm unsure of any sort of overlays like that other than design overlays.
you have any other question or comments? So if not, we will vote on recommending approval of the land use map amendment. Can I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes. Aaron's,
Yes.
Fessler,
Yes.
Knutson,
Yes.
Taylor,
Yes.
Wilson,
Yes.
and Wynn.
Yes. So motion carries 6-0.
Great, so this will be forwarded to City Council with a positive recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you. So what do you have for next month, Dave?
Next month, we may have an opportunity to view a townhome project. Other than that, we didn't get too much more in for P&Z. There was an addition also to an office building that the Planning and Zoning Commission will be seeing next month. So we do have that.
Okay.
All right.
All right, do we have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
So-
Go ahead, Molly.
Okay.
All right.
So moved by Wilson and seconded by Aaron. So meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, everybody.